No matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind. I think the perfection of love is that it's not perfect. You have people come into your life shockingly and surprisingly. You have losses that you never thought you'd experience. You have rejection, and you have learned how to deal with that and how to get up the next day and go on with it. We don't need to share the same opinions as others, but we need to be respectful. I think fearless is having fears, but jumping anyway. Fans are my favorite thing in the world. I've never been the type of artist who has that line drawn between their friends and their fans. The line's always been really blurred for me. I'll hang out with them after the show. I'll hang out with them before the show. If I see them in the mall, I'll stand there and talk to them for 10 minutes. In my opinion, the only way to conquer stage fright is to get up on stage and play. Every time you play another show, it gets better and better.
Red is such an interesting color to correlate with emotion because it's on both ends of the spectrum. On one end you have happiness, falling in love, infatuation with someone, passion, all that. On the other end, you've got obsession, jealousy, danger, fear, anger, and frustration. I never give advice unless someone asks me for it. One thing I've learned, and possibly the only advice I have to give, is to not be that person giving out unsolicited advice based on your own personal experience. I am completely fascinated by the differences and comparisons between real life and fairy tales because we're raised as little girls to think that we're a princess and that Prince Charming is going to sweep us off our feet. Sitting on a bedroom floor, crying is something that makes you feel really alone. If someone's singing about that feeling, you feel bonded to that person. That's the only way I can find an explanation for why 55,000 people would want to come see me sing. Music is changing so quickly, and the landscape of the music industry itself is changing so quickly, that everything new, like Spotify, all feels to me a bit like a grand experiment. When you say control freak and OCD and organized, that suggests someone who's cold in nature, and I'm just not. Like, I'm really open when it comes to letting people in. But I just like my house to be neat, and I don't like to make big messes that would hurt people. I heard that when Christina Aguilera went back to her prom, people, booed her. I can't imagine going through that. If you know that's going to happen, why put yourself in that situation? I'd rather play for 20,000 screaming people, you know? Guarding your heart and protecting your dignity are a little bit more important than clarifying the emotions of someone who's only texting you back 3 words. I've learned that from trying to figure out people who don't deserve to be figured out. One element of Madonna's career that really takes center stage is how many times she's reinvented herself. It's easier to stay in one look, one comfort zone, one musical style. It's inspiring to see someone whose only predictable quality is being unpredictable. I think I first realized I wanted to be in country music and be an artist when I was 10. And I started dragging my parents to festivals, and fairs, and karaoke contests, and I did that for about a year before I came to Nashville for the first time. I was 11, and I had this demo CD of me singing Dixie Chicks and LeAnn Rimes songs. A lot of people ask me, how did you have the courage to walk up to record labels when you were 12 or 13 and jump right into the music industry? It's because I knew I could never feel the kind of rejection that I felt in middle school. Because in the music industry, if they're gonna say no to you, at least they're gonna be polite about it. My head's never really quiet. The only time I can get it to turn off is if I watch CSI or Law Order, where I have to follow the crime. If I can't turn my head off during that, I know I've really got a problem.